everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are building on my Grandmacore island Primrose, and I've decided that I'm going to build a campsite today. I was originally going to build around some villager houses, but I didn't get around to customizing the exterior of their houses, so that's my bad. So we're building the campsite area instead, but I promise it was a super fun build, and yeah, I had lots of fun. I'm also doing like the area next to the campsite, but you'll see as we go along in the video. Now before we get started though, I'd love it if you could like, comment and subscribe. Come join the Jellybean family. And now let's get started with today's build. So as you can see, I'm outside Punchy's house at the moment, and I thought I'd start here because the campsite is literally going to be just down here. As you can see right now on the screen, I'm gonna be honest, I completely forgot about the campsite until not long ago, like a few builds ago, and I was like, oh my gosh, where am I gonna put it? And this happens every single time I do an island. I think the only time I've remembered the campsite was nope, can't remember. I honestly can't. I tried to remember. I think maybe the Halloween Core Island. I think that's the last time I remembered that I actually had a campsite to place somewhere. I don't know, but the point is I normally forget, but that's okay because we are doing the campsite now. Now I did have an idea that I wanted for this campsite originally, but I kind of can't do that now because of the area I've had to stick it in. Bear in mind, I did come up with this idea before I even started this island, so it's not like I remembered to plan it out. So we're gonna have to go with something else. I was gonna originally have cars with little tents on the side of them or on the back of them, so it looked like each person had their own little camp set, but I just don't have the room for it. This area is very small. It's actually smaller than it looks because it goes really narrow towards the bottom end. As you can see, the river is both sides, so it is quite a narrow area, and I just can't fit in everything I want to, which is a shame, but it's okay. We can just work around that. So just while we're casually popping some pathway down, I wanted to talk about my next island. Yes, my next island will be the Halloween one, just purely because of when I finish Primrose, it's going to be about the time that I have to start the Halloween one so that I get it done in time for actual Halloween day. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's that time of year already. But if you haven't voted in the poll, go vote in the poll. You'll find it in my community post section on my channel. So yeah, go vote. So we're placing some items down now, and of course I had to use the kids tent because it's kind of the only tent we have other than the campsite tent and the resident rep tent, and I didn't really want to make any more characters because it just takes too long. I don't want to do that. So I've decided to use the kids tent, and now I feel like I'm going to use a lot more flowers in this area than I have on anywhere else on my island, just because I want it to feel really natural and feel like no one's really touched this area, so that's why people go camping here, and that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. So there'll be a lot of flowers, bushes and trees, I'm sure, but we do need to pop in some cute camping accessories. For this area, I want it to look like it's the area you can go fishing. So we're using the outdoor chair, outdoor table, and we've also of course got the fishing rod stand because we need fishing rods to go fishing. So that's what I'm placing around this area. We'll obviously come back to this section a little bit later on and place some smaller items around. I really like to put bigger items down first when I'm building an area because it just kind of shows me what sort of space I've got. I like to put statement pieces down. So like in this area, I wanted to put a campfire cookware item down because I feel like it just screams campsite to me. And also using the outdoor furniture is a must on a campsite, I feel. These little outdoor folding chair things, we actually call them camper chairs, I feel. Well, I call them camper chairs, and I think everyone else does as well because that's probably where I picked it up. I feel like there's such a stable item whenever you go to a campsite area in the UK. Everyone has those chairs. Or when people go out for the day and they've always got those camping chairs, they just get them out the back of their car or their minivan and just sat there with a cup of tea by the beach or something. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to get a load of these chairs, pop them alongside one of the beaches on my island and put like some mugs there or something, and that'd be so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. Do you know what? It's probably best that I write that down because I will forget to do it and that will be tragic. So I'm gonna write it down. So now that is written down, I won't forget. Hopefully I don't misplace the little piece of paper I have written it on because that happens as well sometimes, and so I definitely forget my ideas. I try to write them down as often as I can when I remember them at that moment in time because like I said, I'll just end up forgetting and then I won't have the idea anymore. So that doesn't work out. Do you know what? If you're the same as me and you come up with ideas while you're doing other things like around the house or out and about or anything, write it down, honest. Get a little bit of piece of paper, keep it in your pocket, or write it down on your phone because we always have our phones on us. Just write it down. Even if it's random and it doesn't fit your theme, you might be able to come up with another idea and then write that down and then combine all those ideas and build some wonderful, amazing things on your island. I know I end up doing that. I always sit there and think of ideas when I'm watching TV or playing playing other games sometimes. So yeah, I try to write them down as often as I can. Obviously, this could lead to you wanting to completely do a whole new island, so I'm not being held responsible for that though. That's your doing. I realise there's been a lot of rambling and chit-chatting in this video. I hope that's okay. We've got a little Punchy in the background just sat chilling. And then the next thing you know, look, he's running around. He's got zoomies like a typical cat, right? One minute they're sat down or sleeping. The next thing, they are running up and down the hallway. I love cats. They're so funny. Do you know what? If you have a cat or a dog or any animal that lives in your house, why not join my Discord server and come and post a little cute picture on the pet channel? And yeah, I can see all you guys' pets because I'm sure they're super duper cute. I love seeing animals, so they definitely make my day. So come post them. By the way, you'll find the Discord server link in the description down below, along with my other socials as well. So I've got Instagram, Twitter, all the usuals really. So go check them out. Now, we are placing down some log fencing just to kind of border off this campsite now. And I just had to use the plain fairy light arch because I haven't used it enough on this island. And I feel like it's so cozy and cute and definitely a perfect item for any campsite. I'm going to be using it a lot on my next island probably because that will be my Halloween island. So yeah, definitely happy I got to use the plain fairy lights today. Punchy is in like every shot of this video. I mean, I'm not mad about it because I absolutely adore Punchy. He's so cute. But it's just funny. There's always one villager that wants to be in every single shot on one of my builds, and today it's Punchy, so good choice. Now over here next to the actual campsite, we're going to be placing some more of these outdoor folding chairs. I've got this one customized in orange and this one customized in yellow. I'm going to pop a little table next to them in a second, and I'll go back in a bit when I put the little items down and add some food and stuff like that. So I really wanted to add the outdoor kitchen somewhere, and I thought it would be perfect nearer to the cars. Don't know why, I just really like how it looks in front of that tree. And then obviously we're going to go back around again and put some flowers down, leaf piles and some custom cones on the floor to make this area look so natural and overgrown. No one's really touched this area, so it's literally just a natural camping site, and I think it's going to come out really pretty. I'm using a lot of the rock items as well. If you've noticed, I've used the tall garden rock and the garden rock, and yeah, I'm really enjoying how this area is turning out right now. Punchy obviously likes it as well because he's taking a seat in front of one of the trees. Not forgetting using a lot of the wheat fields. I use the wheat field because I feel like it looks like tall grass. I know I repeat myself with that all the time, but just in case you're new here, that's why I use the wheat field item. I think I've seen a lot of people use the wheat field item as tall grass. It is very adorable. I wish they'd actually given us tall grass if I'm honest, but it's okay. We can make do with what we got. So where Punchy is walking at the moment, just to the right of him is an area we're also going to be building in today's video, but I just want to run around and quickly pop some little details in this campsite. I just placed a plate of cookies over on the outdoor table by the actual campsite, and then down here on this outdoor table I popped a carton of apple juice, and I just think it looks so nice. I love apple juice, so I could probably drink a glass of that right now. Then over here we've put a little portable radio on the log stool, and I think it just looks cute and adorable. You can listen to some music while you're just sitting by the campfire. And then we also put a little campsite stove. I've popped some wood over here by the kitchen, and we've put a bucket by the well, of course, because how else are you supposed to use the well without a bucket? Now let's place a few leaf piles down, and then I want to make a start on this area to the right of the campsite where Punchy's running around. I just want to make this look really cozy and natural like the rest of the island is pretty much. I don't want to place any road down on this section. I just want to use the natural dirt path and then use some more of those natural items that I like using, so flowers, bushes, trees, wheat field, rocks, that kind of stuff, and just make it overall a really nice cozy place to just walk. I want to add a pergola or maybe a bench or something just to make it, you know, look like somewhere that's worth walking down, so it's not just trees, if that makes sense. So I want to actually have something to look at when you walk through this section. That wasn't exactly the best explanation I could have given, but it's okay. I hope you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean, so I hope you do. Now we're going to block off this area as well by the castle walls, just with some log fencing. I really liked the addition of the castle walls in this area just because it kind of breaks the sections up, and because I've not really done any terraforming on this island, it was nice to use that item instead. And now I want to put a log bench here, but it's just not able to fit with the rock, so goodbye rock. Something had to give, and it was you, I'm afraid. And to fill that space, I'm going to put down a cosmos, because why not? It was either that or a wheat field, and I think the cosmos was definitely the better choice. So I'm using some of the bunny statues again again and some little duckies just to give this area a little bit more nature about it. And I think the rabbits are just so cute. I mean, it's kind of weird if you have a rabbit villager to have rabbits running around. Like when you can have a hamster in your house in a cage, but you could also have Flurry on your island. I don't know how I feel about that. How do you guys feel about it? How do you feel about the animal items in this game? Do you feel like they're just statues? Or is it weird that we have a hamster that you can give to a hamster villager to put in their hamster house? Anyway, enough thinking about that. I just wanted to let you all know that any of the codes I've used in today's video or my previous videos will be listed in the description down below. So anything you like the look of, you'll find it there. I've also tried to list as many of the creators' socials as I can find. Obviously, sometimes on Pinterest, they're not always listed on there, or if you use the design portal, you don't get to see any of the socials of the people that have created them. So I haven't been able to do that, but I have been able to find most of them. So that's good. Like for this code, this is Crystal Cat's blanket code, also Crystal Cat's bag with flower code. Isn't it adorable? It looks like someone's just gone and bought some flowers at the shop and then they want to go sit down and have a picnic and they've just put their bag down there with the flowers in. Why is that not like a real item? That would be so cute, especially if we could pick our flowers and put them in our own little bag. Too adorable. There are so many items, do you know what, that I would probably have in this game if I could. If I could choose anything, I would choose so many different things. But we have finished the build, everyone, so let's take a little look around. So there we have it, everyone. We have finished today's build. Now I think my favourite part was probably the fishing and the little camp stove area, just by the narrow section of the campsite by the two rivers. I just really enjoyed how cozy that section looked, so that's definitely my favourite today. Now if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up for me. Also comment down below, even if it's just hello. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Come join the Jellybean family. I hope you have a lovely day wherever you are in the world, my friends, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!